I've been thinking for days, yeah, I've been thinking for years, that I'll tell myself I'll stop the things that keep me from you, dear, but I keep on losing it. Oh, I keep on losing it. And I keep hoping that
Hello guys, good morning. It is first thing at Alakazam HQ. We are all getting on with the orders, obviously, from yesterday. Emma's there, sending out orders. How's it going in there? Busy?
Very busy. Keep
Very,
them coming.
exactly. It's been, honestly, an amazing day to start things off, or amazing start today, should I say. We've got loads planned, obviously, this vlog, loads of new segments, obviously talking about Unlimited. The growth on that's been incredible. We've got over 700 members now. But essentially, obviously, we're just doing the morning chores. I say the chores, what has to happen every single day. So now I'm just pulling the orders. So yesterday we got a product in called Anything to Matchbox, which has been flying out. And it's a really cool utility device. Might be able to show you a bit more on that later on if we get a chance. Might not be able to, but really good utility device. So this order's gone out to Canada. So thank you so much for your order, John. So he picked up one of them. Picked up this as well, ESP Testing Set Pro by Spooky Nyman. Now that is the last one. I was going to say these are flying out. This is the last one. Look at that. Beautiful. Great little ESP routine, that is. And the new cards are really nice as well. I think they're like on a plastic stock as well, which is really cool. Now, I normally pull the orders. Andy normally updates them. So I write, if it's the last of something, not that you guys want to know this, but I'll tell you. I write last on it so we know to get more stock. Or if it's something that is quite an old thing and we don't really want to get more in, we just don't get more in. But I just let Andy know. Now, loads of USA orders as well. Obviously, every single order goes here first. So we know. DHL, what's that going to be? What have we ordered? Don't know. You may, right. What is that going to be? I ain't got a clue. Right, loads of people in America picking up Anything to Matchbox. Thank you so much. I am going to get a box sent out to Packful, like our American warehouse later on today. I don't even know what they are. Oh, I know what they are. Hello, mate. You all right? Yeah. Cheers, mate. There you go. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. I know exactly what they are. Very exciting. They will be more fortuities that have just arrived. Every single one of them is made by hand, so they have now just arrived, which is really cool. Last rise, again, we did speak about this last week, but these are still flying out. Again, thank you so much. And they are now colour differentiated, so this is a red one. Obviously, we have got blue ones as well, poker size and pro, which is really cool. But how have you been, Jamie, anyway, all right?
Yeah, good. We've got lots of features coming, so we've been working on all of the new features.
We have.
Including, by now they would know about Studio Live, which is exciting.
Yes, oh, that is very exciting. Yeah, that is. When are we doing it? Oh, we need to film a little how-to video later on as well on like how to access Unlimited, because a few people are just struggling on how to access it, so we'll do that. And also, we are going to do a little mini trailer for Unlimited. So if you don't know, rather than watching a whole 9-minute sexy video, you can watch a little 30-second, not a sexy video. What do you think?
Yep. True, and then next week we've got a location shoot as well, which we're going to take everyone on.
Yes. Forgot about that. I need to learn that trick.
Both of them.
What's the other one? Oh, yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah, that's easy. To be fair, they're both easy anyway. They are both easy. I've done it in the shop the other day, actually. Because, guys, do you know, if you come down to Alakazam HQ, the actual shop, you get first dibs on stuff. We had a few extractors in here, which now have obviously all sold. Also, I just want to say, Lance here clicked Express Delivery, which is tracked 24. So if you ever are in a rush, select Express Delivery, and obviously it'll be sent out next day. Provided we have the stock, you'll get it next day, which is really cool. But yeah, a lot of these are, first of all, American, but second of all, they are Unlimiteds. So thank you, everyone. Honestly, support's been insane. But I can't see why it wouldn't be. I mean, it is the best thing in Magic. There is nothing like it. For the price, isn't it, though, really? There is nothing like Unlimited. So if you're getting into Magic and stuff like that.
Today we're officially launching spotlights as well.
I don't even know what that is. Oh, yes. That's very exciting. And one of our best-selling downloads, if not our best-selling download, came out of something similar to this, which is on our old forum, wasn't it? Because Scott showed us the sting on our old forum, and that was absolutely sublime. So it's very exciting to see all new goodies. But yeah.
Right, you need to get along with that.
Yeah, leave
me and Pete need to go and film a segment.
Yeah, please take him to do some work.
And we'll catch up with you later.
Oh, just quickly, a lot of people as well picking up squeeze away block. That's the video I done on socials the other day with the 3 blocks, the blue, the yellow, and the other
You
one.
need to show me how that works. I've got no
That
idea.
full, do you want me to actually show you how it works?
I watched about 6, 7 times.
It's
I
sick,
don't know
isn't
how
it?
it works.
All right, I'll show you how it works. Right, cut the camera out, I'll show you how it works.
Guys, welcome to the Alakazam Academy studios. So we set this up, I think it was 7 or 8 years ago. And the idea was this, we knew we were looking for another unit, and some units had come up on the estate where we are, but they were always a little bit further away from the shop. And this one come up, it was right next door to the shop, and we thought this will be perfect. And we knew we wanted a place where we could do some filming. So we got in here. This thing you're actually in now is a cool room. This is actually a fridge, okay? It's not turned on, but it's a cool room because before us, there was a company in here that used to make sandwiches for, you know, you go into hospital, you get the vending machines, they used to make sandwiches for those. So this was actually a cool room. But we didn't bother to knock it down when we come in because it separated the studio area nicely for us. So Alakazam got into streaming when it was still reasonably new. It was in its infancy. There wasn't really the things now for end user streaming, things like StreamYard that anyone can jump on and do. It was all professional software. So I done a lot of investigating. One thing about me is I get obsessed with stuff. If I'm looking into something, I get very obsessed with it. And I did the same with the streaming. And we found a great bit of software. And the first thing actually, if I remember rightly, there used to be a streaming camera called a Mimo, where you could, I think it was called a Mimo, you could stream live. And I remember I purchased it, and Dave Loosely was working here at the time, and we kept saying we've got to do this live stream, but no one was doing live streams, and we were a bit wary of it. We didn't know how to do it. We were doing recorded blogs at the time, but we built up the courage. We done our first live stream, and from that moment I was hooked on live streaming. That's when I started investigating. I found different bits of software and everything else. We settled on one. And I spoke to a friend of mine who was doing live streaming, and he said, all you need are some webcams. So I went out, I bought a lot of webcams, tried to use them, didn't work, quality wasn't good enough for what we wanted. And then another friend said, all you need are camcorders. Went out, bought 5 camcorders, I think at the time. Once again, it was okay, quality wasn't that good. But the company that custom built our PC to run the streaming software were a streaming company, and they suggested these cameras, which were, I'll be honest with you, I didn't like the look of them because they looked like security cameras to me, but he said, please try it. I tried one. Not only was the quality far superior than anything we were using at that time, but the fact that we could move them, tilt them, zoom them was fantastic. So the whole studio is kitted out with these cameras. If we have a look about, so this area here, this is what we call our top table. And I want to show you this because this table cost us a lot of money. It was going to be a feature piece. So let me show you how lovely this looks with all the chainmail legs and everything else. All the
rubbish on the floor.
Yeah, forget all that. But it looks great. And the irony is, you never see it in any of our videos. You literally don't even see the top of the table. But so this was going to be like a feature piece. But I will say this is most probably before we really got into it and realised we were going to have 2 ends to the studio. So the cameras were going to be a bit further back. And then we've got various lights here that just give us a bit of ambience behind. We started off with these little lights here that gave us a bit of a glow on the back. And then recently I purchased one of these. Absolutely loved it. Gives us a great sort of bit of glow on the back, change the colours. So I tested one out. As soon as I liked it, I bought another 3, so we've got them all over the studio. We have the light up on air sign, but for some reason, if we light it up, you can't read the words. So that's never a light. Our big light bulb. Our freak show, I love this. So Jenny was in a junk shop, and even though this looks like an old piece of artwork, there's actually an artist that makes these now. So I don't think this is as old as what it's supposed to be. But obviously you've got all the lamps here which look like they're from an old roller coaster or waltzer or something like that. But that's one of my favourite pieces. I think we've got a couple of bulbs gone, unless sometimes they just need a little twist like that. But that's the freak show sign. That's one of my favourite pieces. And Jenny picked that up, and I think it's great in the studio, even though you don't really see it as much now on camera, because we usually have tighter shots. Our little board there, so we always used to have, when we do the academies, we used to have people's name up there, but like I said, because we have a tighter shot now, you don't really get that in. So that's just for us. Over here we've got our soundboard, our mixing desk. Now this is a new addition. We've only had this for a couple of years. Before that, for monitoring and microphones, we had different things. We had this is actually a silent disco unit. So this was the way that we would listen into what was happening, or if we had someone dial in, we would listen on that. Whereas now it all comes through the mixing desk. Got an iPad there, that's how I control what comments go on screen when we're live streaming. Got all our radio mics. These are our radio earpieces. So, you know, there's quite a bit of equipment here. And we've got these lights as well. Once again, when we first started off, we had the big lights, you know, the one with the big, I've forgotten what they call them now, the bits on the front, like the
soft boxes.
Yeah, the soft boxes. So they were huge, and then I picked up one of these. I always buy one to test. Loved it. So then I thought, right, we're going to replace all of them. They take up little room. They're easy to transport, easy to set up. So when Jamie's out doing filming, we can take 1 or 2 of these. Takes no room. The same with these as well. Actually, these actually come apart. So this is in 3 pieces, 2 pieces, 3 pieces. The light's actually in 3 pieces, and then you've got the base. So they pack up so Jamie can take them around. There's our Facebook counter, and thank you to you guys. We're on 117,168. And this is the other end of the studio. So this is where I usually sit. We call this the top table. And the other end we call the card table. So this is when we have a guest in, or we're doing an academy. We usually have people sitting here at the card table. And if you want to know a funny story about this card table, join me on one of Pete's bedtime stories, and I will tell you a funny story about this table. So this is a custom built poker table, which obviously is very small. We've got a brilliant overhead camera there, which gives us a nice overhead shot. And we have a straight on camera, we have an angle camera, and we have a monitor, so the performer can see how they look on there. And obviously these cameras can they all tilt, zoom, pan, do whatever they need to do, but we can actually physically move them. We've got another one as well. So we can have up to 5 different angles set up with these cameras on one performer if we want, but then we can also program different angles in for each camera. So we could have, if we wanted to, 200 different angles to shoot from. So it's quite an advanced setup. And then these are just little knick-knacky bits. So we've got some little candles here, which I'm sure were left here by Jamie Dawes.
Yeah, that was a taboos, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of the taboos. We picked this up. We're probably going to be redecorating in here, I think. and we may be changing this for, I don't know if you've seen the great sign we've got in the Alakazam office, the light up sign. So we might replace this with one of those. I also want to change the colour of the wall. So we're going to look into doing that. We've got just these knickknacks we bought from a shop somewhere. These are all boxes, not books or playing cards. We've got these as well. Holly, my daughter, was very much into these living dead dolls. Once again, I've got a funny story to that, so join me for a Peter's bedtime story, and I'll give you the history of this. So this is a living dead doll, very rare, hard to pick up.
I've always wanted to know why.
Right, so we got Smirnoff Ice, and the reason this is here was because we demmed it once on, this is Captivate. This is set up for Captivate. So we demmed it once. I don't know why it's still there. We can get rid of it now. We have got a sealed can of Coke, which should be in the fridge, and it's cold. Has that just come out of the fridge? Oh, it's freezing. Cups and balls, candles, and this bottle. We were staying in a really nice hotel, and Jenny was having gin and tonic, I think, and we really like these bottles for candles. You see, so we bought some of these home, and that was it. But it's just a random bottle at the moment because there's no candle in it. But that's quite neat, actually. I think we bought these in France. So they are candles, but they look like corks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's really the studio. So, yeah, that's it.
And we're going to have outside decorated too?
Do you know what? I can't wait for the outside to be decorated. This area, I think you've already discussed this, but I'll give people a quick rundown. So where you see this line here, this was another office. So there was a wall here and a door here. So when, yeah. So yeah, there was a wall here and this was a doorway. So when we first got this unit, and up until about 3 weeks ago, this was another office. But when we first started doing the live streaming and everything else, it had to be controlled and edited from out here. So this was sort of the editing office. So we would have someone in here doing the live edit. And then I think it was last year or the year before, I got a friend of ours down, a guy called Jack, who works in computers. And between us, we sort of not rewired physically, but stripped all the wires in here, moved the PC in there, reset it up and everything. So now I can control everything, or Harry or Jamie, whoever's there, can control everything themselves from the top table. But the idea is here, we are going to get this decorated, hopefully in the next few weeks. So this little area has a feeling of maybe an old whiskey room, or sort of library, or an old drawing room, something like that. So we're looking at getting some wood panelling, getting a nice old-fashioned chair, nice coffee table, a lamp. So it will give us a different feel for when we're filming, which will be great. But then also, this now opens this up. When we used to have, if anyone's seen an academy with a live performance, we would have a table here. The magician would sit behind here or stand behind here, and we would have a few audience members here. But the space was very tight, so the camera shot was always very tight to try and get the angle and everything else. But now the idea is this can be the performing area in here, so it will be nicely decorated. This can be the performing area. Now we can have more of an audience sitting around. We can have the cameras further back, which will give us better views. We could have multiple cameras as well to give us different shots. And the other thing is that we have in here is, obviously, if we're doing an academy, the performance usually happens in front of the audience. The explanation happens inside the studio, but we do have a monitor up here as well, so people that are watching can actually see what's happening in the studio as well. So yeah, we're really excited to get this done. We're putting a lot of time and effort into this because we've got so many new projects coming out. We've got more academies happening. We've got things happening with Alakazam Unlimited. We're bringing out more products, so we want more trailers to be filmed. So we want a nice little area for that to be filmed, something that looks cozy and not too formal. And I think this will really, really do the job. So that's basically a little tour around the Alakazam studio. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below if this is on YouTube. See you next time.
So, Emma, you're not a
Yes.
magician, are you?
I'm not a magician, but I do love magic.
So how did you become working here? That was not a sentence, but we'll pretend like it
Okay.
was.
I wasn't really looking for work, but I was browsing through Facebook, and on a local Facebook page, it was a small family firm. Little did I know how small they meant. It's huge. Looking for admin assistant, post room, you know, so I thought, why not? Came down here and just fell in love, really. And they fell in love with me too.
And what's it like working for magicians?
It's very crazy. It's exciting. It's not like coming to work. It's fun all the time, apart from when they're all in here and it's like, yeah. But it is really, I love watching the new tricks and I'm always amazed by them, always. I love it.
And what's the weirdest thing that you've seen since you've worked here?
Well, I don't know if you're going to put this on, but Harry once put a sponge willy in my hand.
Okay. And that's the weirdest thing out of everything.
Yeah. I've heard of sponge balls, but not sponge willies.
It's time for Dad versus Lad.
So welcome to another episode of Dad versus Lad. Now, last week Harry lost.
Yeah, I got cheated out of it, but that's fine. Say it as a loss, that's all right.
With the very difficult 7 of diamonds that he got given.
I know for fact everyone at home looked at a 7 of hearts, 7 of diamonds, I thought, bloody hell, 7 of hearts is so easy to see. But aside from that, it's a new week. It's a new time for a win.
And
Here we go.
I will say, after a week of feeling guilty, I may just let him win. We'll find out my decision at the end.
Yeah, if he wins. Here we go. Right, go on. Come on.
So,
what is it?
Today's game, because Harry said that there was cheating last week,
It was.
everything's above board. So these are 2 brand new decks.
Yep.
Harry just had a go at me for opening.
Yeah.
I want you
Do
to make sure
apologise.
that they're both in new deck order. So turn them over.
Yep.
To make it even
They
fairer,
are.
I'm going to tell you what the
Beat you
game
with
is
one already.
before you do it.
Yep.
So the game is red separated from black. So
Okay.
you're going to have to separate the red and the black. Now the thing is, at the moment, it's a bit easy because they're new deck order. So you have to shuffle your own deck up. Now if you're very clever with this, you can make it easy on yourself. So I'm not going to restrict how you shuffle. You have to do at least 3 shuffles of your deck, fair shuffles, and then whatever order they end up is what we're going to use, all right?
Okay.
So you get to shuffle up your own deck, so Harry can't accuse us of cheating.
All right.
So take your
He
cards,
said fair
shuffle them up.
shuffles, though.
So I can do an overhand.
You can do whatever you want, right? So that would be 1 shuffle, another one,
I've done about 6.
No.
another one,
Between you go through.
and then 1 more.
Do you want me to shuffle them like this?
No, you can if you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I should have also said that That's Harry's deck, and I think that one's Pete.
That's what you
So
got.
you need to
Trying to cheat me. I was doing it fair.
swap
That's.
decks.
I was trying to do it fair as well. Right, let's
I
hopefully
should
get a
have
win.
known that. I looked at the back of the cards as well.
Let's hopefully get a win. Right, come on.
So, the first person to separate red to black, on your marks, get set, go.
Oh, there you go, red and black. Yawn, yawn. There you go, perfect. Oh,
Oh.
got a couple of red. Oh, yeah, strip them out there. Just check you've done it right. Oh my. The other side, are they black? Hey, next time, yeah, how about that?
It's just...
Look perfect to me. There you go. Thank you very much. And now that's what happens when we play properly and you don't do the old 7-7 game on me. All right? How do you feel about that then?
No, I feel good. I feel that my guilt has now gone.
Here we
Letting
go.
you win has been mostly the best decision I made as a father.
No, the thing is though, look.
Probably wrong. I should have sort of let you play properly, but I knew exactly.
With
where
all
this
due
was
respect, look, I'm a sore loser, but I'm not a sore winner.
going.
Well
You're
done for
already
taking
going
part.
red and you won.
Well done for taking part. No, well done for taking part. Well done. All right.
Well, next week I'm going to put my title on the line because this week obviously
I'm the winner. End of story.
was a tester. So
Right, guys, I hope it's 1-1, but in reality it's 1-0 to me because last time was like a trial one. But it doesn't matter because I won this one anyway. Why are you saying it like I've lost already? No, because you're stressing me out now. At the end of the... No, what? It's not fun.
and he's already
No, because I know you're going to be like, well, I didn't shuffle them properly. But that was your choice
No,
to
that
shuffle
was
like
my choice.
All right, fine. So I won that then.
Of course you won it.
Well done. Right, everyone at home, change your scores, change your votes. For Team Harry is going to get the dubs.
He does really get wound up when he loses.
Yeah, but I haven't.
That's
lost that
why
one,
I
so-
didn't let him lose this time.
What a boring episode for you guys, because now this is what it's going to be like, just winning every time. All right.
Oh my God, my eyes are watering when I'm laughing.
Anyway, look, that is actually everything. So well done. Thank you.
So that's Dad versus Lad for another week.
1-1.
And then it's half hour, we're off to family therapy. Then we'll be back. We'll be back next week.
Thing is, my mum is actually just as bad as me in it.
Yeah, we should get you and Mum doing it because
That would actually be fisticuffs, I think, wouldn't it? We would knock each other out.
you are both very bad losers.
But we don't normally lose. Like last week was an anomaly.
Whereas I feel good letting people win. So
He's going to be angry, I tell you. Get a camera on him through the door later on, he'll be angry. Anyway, right. we need
anyone ever imagine me getting angry? I'm just,
Anyway, look, I won. End of story. Close the camera. Well done, H-Dog. Chin up. Chin up, Dad. Maybe next time, all right? Right, guys, my favourite time of the day. Lunchtime, let's go. So, it's actually 11... Oh. Mike's come off. Mike's come off. I blame Jamie. You put it on.
Brand new today as well.
You put that on, didn't you? I blame you. Right, that's better. Hello, can you hear me? Hopefully. Right, what's he like? So, we, favourite time of the day, it's 11:59, let's go. Today I have got spaghetti meatballs. Now, many of you may be thinking, well, when you're spaghetti the next day, it's a little bit not as nice. Well, little hack for you. First of all, bang, all the water on the lid. Make sure that goes in there. Oh my God, that is just delicious. Little splash of water. Okay, that's what you want to do. Keeps it moist. Bish, bash, bosh. Then, lid on, angle, sorted. Today's been a really good day so far. I'm still just packing up America, but once that's done, essentially, I'm ready to film. We're going to do some how-to videos, aren't we? Things like that.
We've got a big long list of stuff today.
That parlour act thing, we'll do that. There's loads of stuff. I'm getting a box. I'll eat my lunch, get a box. I've got to do an email as well today, actually. I'm going to do it on Jokers and What Happens in Vegas, the two that link together. They're so good. 1 minute 48 on it left. Very nice. Very cool, very nice. You got any questions for me?
I actually didn't look on last week's.
Shall I look on last
thingy.
week's thing?
Yeah.
Right now, let's
have
have a look. Right, let's have a look. Your videos. Come on. We did this. Guys, we're so close to 10,000 subscribers. Please subscribe. We haven't done it already. We're on like 9.8 or something crazy like that. Have a look. Unpacked Wayne's. Blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Alakazam Weekly Vlog. Well, I got a good amount of views. Thanks, guys, for the support. Shout out to Kizzaboy for your videos are so friendly, not just business, what makes them the best. Thank you so much. Robert, thank you for your comment. Love the tour, my friend. Jed, thanks for the tour. I've opened it to the exact bit when I'm eating lunch. Look at that. How funny. Penny dropped. Yeah. I'm not picking. Can you smell that? Oh, it's hot. Watch out, because this steam is going to be hot. One day I'm going to drop my lunch on the floor and then actually be so angry as a joke. Look at that. Look at the bit of water now. That's just made it like brand new. That's pecorino romano, cheese on top. Jamie, be honest. How good does that smell? You can tell the vloggy peeps.
Amazing.
Thank you. Right. Now, I don't want you to see me eat spaghetti because it's not the most flattering thing you'll ever see. And you'll probably never buy from Alakazam again after you see it, okay? But I will be munching it and I will be enjoying it. Right, Jamie, I'm going to eat and then I'll speak to you later. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Get off. Get off me. Get off me.
So, okay, let's have a look at this one for today. So this is Darwin Ortiz at the card table. When I first started getting into what I call serious close-up magic, there were a few books that I ended up purchasing. One of them was Las Vegas Cardma, which you'll read about in my newsletter for March. I talk about that in the new book, All In by Alan Ackerman. And the Darwin Ortiz book. Now, it's no great mystery that I'm a big Darwin Ortiz fan. My favourite book is Strong Magic, which I'm sure we'll talk about at some other point. But I have, I believe, all of Darwin Ortiz's books. And all of them contain favourites of mine, and favourite routines, favourite plots. And I guess this is what started it off, because this is amongst the first books, one of the first books of Darwin Ortiz that I actually purchased. It's broken up into two parts. The first part is on card table artifice, so that means tricks to do with like gambling. So you'll find things in there that are poker deals. For instance, you have Mexican poker, which I guess kind of started off the craze of the Mexican poker sort of theme, and there's loads of great plots out there with regards to that. But yeah, Mexican poker is in there. You also have like one shuffle type routines where you're riffle shuffling and you're stacking the deck for the effect, for the dealing out of the cards where you win. There is also Darwin's version of 3-card Monty. The book starts off with actually a dissertation on the pinky count. Now, if you know anything about card magic, then one of the things that separates the men from the boys is whether you do how clean you make your card magic look, and the pinky count certainly aids in that. And there's a great dissertation on applying the pinky count and exactly how you do that particular sleight right at the very beginning of here. So the card table artifice part is pretty much just about card tricks that are done sit down. They have a gambling theme to them. Then we go into the Legerdemain section. Now the Legerdemain section is obviously magic tricks. In there you will find Darwin's Dream card. You will find a wonderful effect called the Card Warp deck, which is absolutely superb. If you ever do Card Warp, which obviously is a classic of magic, then this deck is something that you're going to want to start using, because it literally allows you to go into that effect from a deck of cards, and it's absolutely brilliant. There's a version of Do As I Do, or the Do As I Do plot in there, and loads of other great stuff. But I guess my favourite two things from the Legerdemain section are Jumping Gemini, which I'm going to perform for you in just a second, and also something in here that I think is a brilliant tool for anybody that does work with the Cy Stebbins deck, and that is the Cy Stebbins Secret. And basically that is a way of undoing a deck of cards, and from a completely brand new deck of cards put it into Stebbins in very little time. So that is worth the price of the book, in my opinion. Emma, thank you for joining me. Andy, I like that, that's good. Emma, you can help me out with this, all right? We don't need the entire deck of cards here, we just need some cards, which I'm going to take out of here. We'll use that one, we'll use this one, This one will do, and that one. Okay, I did say we didn't need all of them, and we'll get rid of the rest of the deck. Now, it is just 4 cards that we need. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards.
Yeah.
Okay, and these 1, 2, 3, 4 cards all have the same colour back. So it's just 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is one card that you need to keep your eye on, which is the 2 of Hearts. So watch, I'm going to take the 2 of Hearts. I'm going to place it on the bottom and the back. All right, all I have to do is give a little snap and it comes back to the top. Okay, if you remember, this was the 2 of Hearts, and on top we put 1, 2, 3 cards. What I have to do is give a little twist and a little snap, and the 2 of Hearts comes back to the top.
No way.
I'll tell you what, I'll take the 2 of Hearts, I'll place it in the middle here. What I have to do is give it a little twist and a snap, and the 2 of Hearts comes to the top. Even if I was to put it over here, a little twist and a snap, and the card comes to the top. Even if I was to place it on the bottom, a little twist and a snap, and it comes back to the top. And remember, if I place it on the bottom, I give a little twist and a stop, it comes back to the top. If I put it over here and snap, it comes back to the top. You get the idea, right? Lots of people think that I use more than 4 cards, but there are just 4 cards. All right. Lots of people think that the cards are all the same. In actual fact, they are all the same, because this one is the 10 of spades. All right. This one here is also the 10 of spades. This one here is the 10 of spades, and you've guessed it, right? The one that is just over here is also the 10 of spades. So that's the 10 of spades. That one's the 10 of spades. That one's the 10 of spades, and that one's the 10 of spades. Do you know what this trick's called? It's called the 4 king trick, because that's 1 king, that's 2 kings, that's 3 kings, and that's 4 kings, and that's why you should never play cards with someone like me, right? So Darwin Ortez at the card table is still available, even though stocks are limited. So I wholeheartedly recommend you check this out. So that's it for today, and I look forward to seeing you next time on another episode of Andy's Book Nook.
If you've got unlimited, please leave a review. I'll keep going on it to look at reviews. I want to see actually. Wait there. Let me see who. Hold up.
Do some shout outs for people.
I will. I shall. We was on 27 last time I looked. Still 27. Okay. What can I say? But just pure 100% awesomeness. Shout out to Carl, John, Tom, Danny, Alan. Thank you everyone. There's so many. Look at this review though. Let me go down there. This is what I love as well. Incredible value for money, brilliant content to cater for all tastes and skill levels. Down a little bit, mate. There you go. Because he's got one job, hasn't he? Look at him. No, obviously more than one job. But that's the thing. We're really looking forward to kind of getting something for everyone. We have got a beginner section on there now as well. And we are going to try and do requests. Now, obviously, that's up to a limit. We're not going to, if you ask us to do a million things, we obviously can't do that. But like some people wanted some more rope magic on there. So then we spoke to Wayne and we've done cut and restored rope and linking loops, both of which have been so well received. It's crazy. And that's what a lot of people have been saying then as well. We're very responsive. And obviously, as soon as we get time, we'll try and do as much as we can. But without fail, there is a new video up there every single week as well. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled. But, right, let me get on with these. Oh, this is so exciting. Can I show them these or not?
Yeah.
Yeah? Guys, do you remember the video that we done ages ago? Wayne done one the other day with children's magic, and then I done one with like a stage one and things like that. It was so well received, and over the Christmas period, loads of people said the stage routine we put together on that video, actually they done over Christmas, so that was really cool. So Jamie got these dice made. So on this one, it's all different budgets. So we've got £100, £10, £50, £200 plus £25, £75, blah blah blah, 50 quid, all different. Essentially, we'll roll that dice to give us the budget, and we'll roll this one as well. Look, so these are all performance environment or set sort of boundaries. So we've got a parlour set. That looks like it was spelled wrong, but it's not, is it? A question mark, strolling, table, stage, impromptu, and then obviously, yeah, all different. So I'm really looking forward to it. We'll roll these and then create an act that will fit sort of within these boundaries, and a lot of you guys like that, and it gives us a chance to look around the shop, maybe show you some stuff you haven't seen before, and maybe one of the effects we choose has been the effect you've been looking for your whole life. You know, sometimes people when it ring up, I need a good opener, and one of them will just tick the box, just hits the spot. Maybe we'll see that. So that's going to be a bit of long form content using these, so stay tuned. You might even get a new act out of it. But yeah, can't wait for this. So well.
We're going to film the first one today.
Yeah, well, we've already done 2, but with these dice, yeah, properly.
With the dice, yeah.
With the dice. I'm just being facetious, and really.
Good word.
It is. I'm actually quite good with my vocabulary, must say. I actually got all B's in my exams, you know that. But I dropped out of school to do magic, so yeah. Well, to do personal training, but then magic. Did you know that? Although, this is actually a fact. I done business A level. I dropped out after 4 months, but then after the 2 years was up, or the year was up, whatever, I got a certificate through saying I passed, but I'd only been there 4 months. So how's that work? Because I didn't even really sit an exam. They must have just thought, you know what, this guy, he can do tricks, so we'll just let him off. Right? But no, that's really cool, isn't it, really? I just got a thing
really
passed through saying I passed. Anyway, right, let me get on with this America thing, and then, yeah, we will speak to you guys soon, all right?
Jamie, let me show you this. A deck of cards, I will show you as well. The cards are all different. Some of them are even signed. Look at that. And one of them even says Runaway Joker. How cool is that? Right, Jamie, every deck of cards comes with its own magical assistant. And there's mine right on the face of the deck. You can see it, a little Joker on a little bicycle. And because he's on a bike, that means he can ride very, very fast. He's going to try and do a magic trick for you. So the first thing I want you to do, Jamie, is take out any card you like, totally free choice. And it's entirely up to you. Do you want to sign it or do you trust me?
I trust you.
Okay, do me a favour, have a look at your card. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, put it back down and I want you to cut the deck anywhere you like. I am going to cut this half in half, place your card back. And I want you to lift up half of these and these are going to get buried inside. That's pretty fair, right?
That's very fair.
Yeah, very fair. Now, if it was my job to find your card, I think I would struggle, but it's not. It's the Joker's job. He's my assistant. Watch carefully. I did say he's on a bicycle, so he does move pretty fast. Just like that, he vanishes. And if you watch carefully, you can actually see him. If you have a look at the side of the deck, you can see him sort of start to make his way down. It's really weird, but can you see him? He stops sort of just a little bit down. If we go through here, you should be able to see that on the back of one card, and just give him a rub there. I mean, that's not a sticker. That's printed on, right? What was your card?
7 of clubs.
The 7 of clubs. And that is the card. The little thing is, and it's the bad thing, once he's escaped from here, he just goes about everywhere and you never get to catch him again. Need to buy yourself another deck. And that is that.
Now this is a really exciting part of the vlogs that we're going to introduce, and it is in it to win it. So comment down below. You have to comment below if you want to be in with a chance of taking part. Essentially, you have to be in it to win it. Next week, we are going to ring one of the people that comments down below on their mobile phone, and they have to answer by saying, "Hey Alakazam." If they answer saying, "Hey Alakazam," they can't say, "Hello, who's this?" They can't say, "Hi." They have to say, "Hey Alakazam." If they say those words, they win a £10 gift voucher, which they can spend on whatever they like. So comment down below just your name and in it to win it. Obviously don't tell us what your number is because we will have your number on the system. Comment down below. If you don't comment, you are not entered. And next week, when you answer your phone, say, "Hey Alakazam." Remember, if you don't say that, you don't win. If you do say that, £10 gift voucher coming your way. Cheers, guys. I'm joined here by my dad. There you go. Hey, Dad, how are you?
I'm really well. Really well.
What about myself?
Yeah,
Am I
you're
good?
all right.
Yeah, I'm great, right? Right. So rude, didn't he? Right, take all the cards with me. Can be a borrowed shuffle deck. This trick was shown to me by an amazing magician, Mike Davis. Comes in here all the time.
Yep.
You used to do gigs with him, actually, didn't you?
I did.
He's an amazing
he
magician.
did appear on some old vlogs. He was my mate Mike.
My mate Mike? No way. Awesome magician. And he showed me this trick the other day, and I thought I would just do it on here because I love it so much. So, can be a borrowed shuffle deck, remember that. Make sure you're happy the cards are fully mixed.
Yep.
Lovely. And then put the cards on the table and cut them roughly in half. Don't complete the cut, though. Okay. Now, which pile do you want me to have? Just give me a pile. You want me to use this pile, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right. You take the other cards, and what you're going to do in a moment is you're going to spread through the cards, and you're just going to place any card you want face down to one side. All right. So any card you like, just place it down to one side. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to take your card, place it in my pile. You take my card and place it face down in your pile.
Yes.
Lovely. Now, do you want to give your cards a mix, or are you happy?
I'm going to give them a mix.
Perfect. There you go. Right. Now, take a third of your cards and place them face up on the table for me. And I'm going to take some of mine and place them face down. Lovely, like that. And then do the same. Another half. Yeah, face up. Perfect. And then I'm going to place mine on top face down. And then do yours again face up. Perfect. So now we've got chunks of cards face up and face down. Fair?
Yeah.
Wave your hand over the cards like this.
And
You've got to do a snap. You love a little snip snap, don't you?
I love a snap.
To be fair, if you don't snap in Magic, you are doing something wrong.
Well, it don't work.
It's the exact moment of Magic. Lovely.
Yeah.
You snapped an odd number of times. Do it one more time. There you go. Perfect. There we go. So now, even though we had cards mixed face up and face down, check this out. If I now spread through the cards just like this, all the cards have sorted themselves out. Hell to the yeah. Now, my card that I took out was the 8 of Hearts. Let's have a look. There's that. And what was your one?
King of Spades.
King of Spades. Bish, bash, bosh. Have a look. Regular deck, innit?
That is a regular deck.
It's a great trick. I tell you what, Mike, thanks for showing me that. Right, what are you doing?
I'm messing them up.
Well then, but no, awesome trick. Thanks, Mike, for showing me that. And yeah, and it's funny because I showed Dad that earlier on. I went, "This trick's gonna fool you." I know he done that. I went, "How?" He went, "Mike showed me it 6 months ago." So very funny, but it's a great trick, I must say. So
it is
yeah,
a good trick.
It's a really good trick. But anyway, that was. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's a wicked trick.
Hi, and welcome to Peter Nardi's Bedtime Stories. I'm here in my comfy chair, sitting by my roaring fire, and I'm going to be telling you some stories about my life as a magic dealer. The story I'm going to tell you today started around about 22 years ago. And there was a big phenomenon going around, and it was after Darren Brown first did his coin in hand routine. There was a method that was released, and Alakazam managed to get the UK exclusive, and the effect was called Eye to Eye. And it was an effect with a little ball, and your spectator could put their hands behind their back, place the ball into any hand, and you could immediately tell them what hand was holding the ball. It went crazy. People went mad for it. Magicians loved it. I performed it all the time, and it was such a clever little method. I'm not going to tell you what the method was, but I am going to tell you that you had to put something in one of your orifices. I won't tell you which one, but I will say you've got 2 of them. Now, what I didn't realise is some people were maybe getting a little bit overzealous, putting these things in their orifices, and ended up having to go to A&E to have them removed. Now, I remember that happening 3 times to various magicians. I'm not going to name names, I do know who they are. And after I explained how it was supposed to be done, then obviously that was solved and they didn't have to go anymore. But if you ever have to stick something in your orifices, please be careful of how far you push them in. Anyway, that's Peter's Bedtime Stories, and I'll see you next time.
So we're at the end of the day. We hope that you've enjoyed this week's vlog, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Right.